Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Cardano family. Appreciate all the love on a regular day-to-day basis. Continue supporting, and you guys know I got you guys covered on these updates. But let's take a look at what's happening with ADA as of Tuesday, October the 14th. So looking across the board, once again, we're seeing quite a bit of red across the market. And again, it ties back to Bitcoin, something we want to be paying very close attention to. And today, we did hear some more things in regards to the tariff announcement. I think that did drag the market down a little bit more. And of course, like I said on my market analysis update, that we're seeing this happening across the board. And even if you're looking at the traditional markets, we did see a red day, but looking at ADA down about 3.9% over the last 24 hours. If you're looking at the last 1 hour, though, we are seeing some coins rebounding. Price of ADA, 69.5 cents, down 2.7% on Bitcoin side of things. Valuation, $25.3 billion. Any 24-hour trading volume at about $2 billion. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So, Bitcoin dominance, let's start off with that. What's really happening with the dominance? Because again, it's all over the place over the last few days, and you can clearly see where we were yesterday. Just last night, we were sitting at about 59.7%. We came down back to this range where we're currently sitting at about 59.25%. Bitcoin, on the other hand, did end up retesting the 23.6 key support line. Again, I'm going to show that to you guys on the hourly time frame so you really understand what we're looking at. You can't make this up. So we came down from $116,000 almost down to 109,000, so almost 110 if you want to be exact. We saw a retracement of about 5% for Bitcoin. So since yesterday, a 5% pullback for Bitcoin is not a small pullback. And I did share the liquidation numbers with you guys earlier. We're looking at about $600 to $700 million worth of liquidation once again, just from this retracement itself. But again, 23.6 key support line did come as a support, and you can really see we have seen a bounce for Bitcoin. But again, nothing to be getting overly excited about just yet, because of course we need to be looking out for some of the key confirmation zones. So the chances of us, retesting some of these lower levels is still on the table. But if you're looking at ADA here, let's take a look at Cardano price on an hourly perspective. So if you're looking at Cardano, we did again, so when we saw that 23.6 key retest, look what happened to Cardano. Cardano fell below the 78.6, came down to 66 cents. Again, we want to bring out the measuring tool. We're looking at about a 10% pullback. So 10% retracement, but look where we are and look where we close the daily candle. Back in the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. So from 66.2 cents, we did see an increase of about 7%. So a nice bounce for Cardano. But again, we need to keep in mind, you did see Bitcoin also bouncing. Hence, you did see the price of ADA making its way back up to this key range. But the most important thing is the fact that we did see the price closing back in the 78.6. That is something we obviously been talking about quite some time, and you can see for yourself once again we were able to rebound quite fast around that range. So right now, after this major pullback, we're starting to notice, again, it's too early to tell, to be quite frank with you, but it is worthwhile noting that you're starting to see this upwards trend forming, pretty much higher high, higher lows over the last 3 to 4 days. I like what I'm seeing here. Of course, if we fall below 66 cents, this entire thing gets invalidated. And is there a chance for us to fall below here? Of course, based off of what Bitcoin is doing, because Bitcoin is not out of the woods yet for myself. And again, I still think Bitcoin could retest 23.6 and fall below, retest the likes of 107. I still think that's on the table. We still have a lot of time left till the month of October is done, and a lot can happen still in the next few days. So again, falling below the 66 cents would invalidate, this new upwards trend that we're seeing as of now. But again, we'll keep you guys covered. So far, so good. Like what's happening with ADA in terms of, the confidence and in terms of the strength that it's showing after such a major retracement. It is very impressive, I'm not going to lie, because, we're getting closer and closer to the zone where we were prior to, this major retracement. But at the same time, we cannot, ignore BTC right now. So I'll keep you guys covered, of course. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What is your overall strategy? Are you guys in it for the next, 3 to 4 months, or are you guys in it for the long haul? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you have not subscribed, or are you waiting for, hit that red subscribe button, and we'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.